Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to Happy Place Crafting, crafting therapy for the soul. I hope you all are doing fabulous. I am doing just terrific. Today is day 7 of Dear Prompt. Prompt cards plus art play equals a journal page, a card, whatever you want to do with it. Let's get started and pick. Let's do Jack of Diamonds. A color, an action, an element, and a make. The make is most usually what kicks my tush. Okay, and let's grab a list so we can see what we've got for Inktober this time. Inktober for day 7 is Starfish. Starfish? Really? I don't know about these this time. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. See if this will all work together. I don't know how Starfish fits in with Halloween, but okay. Firewood stack is our color. All right, a firewood stack. So browns. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Our action is a knot. Okay, that's usually pretty easy. Ooh, our element is cardboard. And our make is a collage. Ay. I have no clue how we're gonna do this. Okay. Let's see. Wood stack, huh? I need something brown. I have nothing. My mind is like blank. This one's throwing me a little bit, I gotta admit. Alright, I'm thinking we need cardboard, so let's get a piece of cardboard that we can use. Maybe there'll be something in here. Why is there a tree in it? I do not know. Okay. Ooh. I love that. Let's see if there's anything. Those are brownish feathers. Not really what I'm looking for, though. This is more like Thanksgiving. Yeah, see, it says Thanksgiving there. No. It's a no. Having brown and it's still going to be spooky is going to be interesting. Brown and spooky. Ooh. That might work. That might work lovely. All right, let's work with that. That's definitely wood. Okay. A knot I'm not really worried about. Cardboard we've got. Firewood stack. That will work for that. Collage. And we've got cardboard. Collage. Let's grab our homemade stuff. We've got to collage something. Let's see. And this is not going to be that interesting if we don't figure this out. Got a mess here. Need to straighten this mess out. We've got... What if we made this... I have a thought. Okay, oops, sorry. I just had the camera. I need more room here. Getting room. Did I mess the camera up? No, I don't think so. All right, here's my thought. What if we made this the background, and we did shelves, like this was the back of the wall, and we put shelves across here, and then we could collage like things on it, like pumpkins and such. See what I'm saying? Like, wait, where did those things go just a second ago that I had? Like, we could set a candelabra on there, and a picture frame, and I don't know, a skull maybe. I think I'm gonna have to print some more of these. I thought there was a big skull. Where did that go? We could set a pumpkin on it. And let's see, what else could we put on it? Oh, there's the skull. Maybe this skull, not that big one. And maybe that. And where do the spiders go? Put a spider in a spider web. What's in here? Oh, there's a little ghost. Maybe a candy corn. Nah, that's too cutesy for this page. Let's see. I feel like this will work. I just saw, though, apothecary labels. Where did I see them at? Oh, they're right here. Here they are. Maybe sit some of these on there. on the shelf. And then that way we could put a starfish on the shelf like it was an ingredient. Right? That would fit. What's this? Ticket. I like that. What else? Anything else good? What's in here? Is this stuff all too cutesy? Probably. Okay, I think this is a good start. So we'll work with this. We need... How is this going to come into play? We could even do pick your poison. Maybe we put... What if we have a flap that comes over with a sign that says, pick your poison. Like that. Okay, I think we got a good idea. All right, let's cut this down. There. I'm gonna have it to there. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Oh my gosh. I started out the day by watching. Let's see. Is this gonna be in the right spot? Pretty much, yep. See, that's one nice thing you can kind of check. All right. That. And that. It's raining here. It's been raining all night. It's been raining all morning. Sophie was not thrilled that it was raining this morning. It's supposed to rain the next couple days, I think. All right. This is going to be our background. So let's glue that. Today, starting today, Walmart and Amazon and Target, they're all having all these sales. I took advantage of the Walmart one to have some. I'm almost out of my clear tacky glue. It's getting down there. So I decided to take advantage of the sale and get some. It was like almost $2 off. So that was pretty good. Okay, we need shelves. I think they need to be dark. Let's find a piece of paper. Maybe we use this. No, does it need to be more solid? Maybe we just... I feel like we could mask off and just do the shelves. Let's figure out how we want the shelves to be. Okay, these are the things we're going to use. We're going to use... So I think probably only 2 shelves. That's too similar. Um, 2, 3, and then maybe this needs to be over here. Didn't we have a candelabra? Yeah, we did. And then we need to all right, that'll work. And we need to words are hard today. Why are words hard today? We need 2 shelves. And we'll draw our starfish, I guess. Ay, ay, ay. I feel like this needs to be darker, though. If we did that, then we... if we draped this, I wish this was wider. A bit. I wish this was a bit wider. Oh, I think we should make them like these are sticking in like pockets, right? Now that I think about it, and then we'll drape it with this. Okay. All right. We need. Should we use this? Use it this way instead, and maybe make it a bit darker. What would this look like if we put some black on it? Wouldn't look too bad. Okay, let's cut this. We need 2 shelves. All right. 2 shelves. Do. Let's make them 2 inches. Can we get away with that? I think we can. 2 inches and 2 inches. We can get away with that. All right. Let's get our black blending brush. Let's do some blending for a minute. Sorry, there's glue all over my desk. I forgot I didn't clean it off. Here we go. Yesterday I had cut up a bunch of magazines. Well, not magazines, no. Not telling the truth. I had a bunch of books that had been disassembled, and I'm like, I'm not using them. I need to figure out a way to use them. So I went through and kind of organized them better, and now I separated them to pieces into sizes, and then yesterday I backed all of those and made just backs of tags and journal cards so that I have them if I need them. That way they're not just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, let's clean this up a bit. Oh, we probably should wait to do that till after. We need to back it because it needs to be stronger. And got the perfect stuff to back it with. This stuff. We will see. This is what I did yesterday for a good while. Am I able to pause this? I am. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's get this done. This is just going to give it some strength because there are going to be pockets, right? So we need it to be just a little bit stronger. All right. Let's cut these out. Then we'll ink them. I've been having fun with Inktober. It's definitely... Look, I have purple glue on my finger. Can you see it? Ay. It's definitely been challenging. I will say that for sure. Challenging for sure. I just darkened them because I wanted them to stand out amongst the background a little bit. That's why I think we should ink the edges as well. Oh, it's making a noise now because I put the small inker thing inside of it. So that's what's rattling in there. If you can hear that noise. I'm hoping, yesterday the sound sounded better. The AC, I couldn't hear that anymore on the recording at least. But my voice sounded a little bit tinny. So I hopefully got that fixed this morning. But we will see. It's like trial and error to see if we can get it fixed. Okay. This will go here, and this will go here. And then these will go into there. I don't want it to go clear down though. I think I'm gonna glue. Whoops. That's that. I think I'm gonna glue halfway up. So it doesn't, it's not as deep of a pocket. There we go. All right. That. I think it needs to be like right there. And that way, those will stick in there. All right, I'm gonna pull them out just a little bit so that they don't get stuck. Okay, and we're gonna put this here. Let's do this. So far, I'm not hating it. From not having any clue what I was going to do to now having a semi-clue of what we're going to do. I'm not mad about it. Okay. I'm going to put that there like it's the shelf label. Okay. And then this too, I want it to just barely go in. I want it to barely sit. So we're just going to give it a little bit of a lip. Not much. It's not going to be a full pocket. Just going to give it a little ledge for it to sit on. Move those up. And there. So that will go there. That. And that. Put that there. We need to make the starfish. Okay. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Let's clean up just a little bit so I can make sure I know what the heck I'm doing. Collage. Have I really collaged? Maybe we should collage a background and then draw the... Like, I feel like we need to... What if we took a piece of this and we collaged a bunch of things onto it and then drew the starfish over it, right? Can you still see what I'm doing? Not if I'm not in camera, you can't. Okay. There and here. Let's do that. I'm wondering what the definition of collage is. Should we ask Ziggy? Hey Ziggy, what's the definition of collage?
A collage is an art technique where various materials like photos, paper, and other objects are pasted onto a surface to create a composition. Would you like to learn about the history of collage art?
No, thank you. All right, so a bunch of...
No problem.
So basically just a bunch of objects pasted on to make something, right? So this is a mini masterboard, but it's really a mini collage. In my opinion, anyway. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be off base with this one, but that's okay. Let's see, what else do we want to collage on there? Oh, I should have used one of these and then just inked around it. Kind of looks like a starfish, right? Where's my phone? Anybody see my phone? Phone, where are you? All right, hold on. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. Is a star. Wait, don't we have, hold on a minute. When did I put those in? Those different shapes. I did. Look. I had cut some out. Let's do that. Let's use one of these. Then I'd cut out. All right. That'll work. Wait, how are we gonna... No, that's not gonna work. Well, we could trace around that maybe. No, we need to collage this. Okay. Let's see. What do we eat now? That's kind of boring. What's this? Yeah. I could use some of this. There, a little bit here. We need something else. We need something else. Ooh, this has some texture to it. Let's glue that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh. I don't think we even need to worry about that spot because we're probably not going to go out that far. This needs to be glued better. Okay, so we collaged that piece. All right, let's move this. We're going to, let's just use ink. so we don't have to go over it twice. I'm gonna ink it. Whoops. Do. Wise, we are living in a yellow submarine. Going through my head again. Okay, there we goes that. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's got, nope, come on. We've got a small star in the middle of the starfish that mimics that. Then we have a rough line around here. And another rough line around there. And a rough line around there. And then these kind of shoot out. And then this kind of does. And then this one kind of does. Did I do this one? Okay. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not horrible. All right, let's cut it out. Cut out our starfish. Oops. There's our starfish. Not terrific, but not horrible. I feel like we need to there we go. All right. Okay. Let's put that away. Let's definitely ink this. We probably need to ink all these, actually. Let's open up the ink. All right, that's inked. That's inked. There's no way to really, I was just thinking you guys probably get tired of seeing me cut out stuff and ink stuff, but there's no way to, I never know what's going to be for each day, so I can't really do them ahead of time. So it just is what it is. And there's always the fast forward button. I just recently learned that button myself. I already inked that the other day because I was going to use it and then I never did. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we come. Here we go. I kind of like that rattles. Doesn't make me mad. I don't mind the sound. It might make you mad. If it does, I apologize, but hopefully it doesn't. It's not going to change. Okay. We're going to stick these in here. Like that. This is going to go in there. That. It's going to stick. And maybe we should put it up here with the poisons. Maybe a starfish is a poison. What do we think? Do we think a starfish is a poison? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know anything about starfish. All right, yeah, let's keep him up there. This, we're gonna just glue the tip of it right here. Okay, like that. All right, and the only thing we haven't done is knot, but we're not done. We need to finish this sign with cardboard. We need to back it with cardboard. Give it a bit of a hinge. Let's see. I think. All right. I think we need to cut it like right there. And right there. Hold on. I know what we'll do. We're gonna use these for, this is a die cut. I probably could try to die cut it, but I don't know if it would die cut through this thick. So instead of wasting your time trying to figure that out, I'm just gonna do this so that we can make sure that we cut inside these lines. Okay. We're gonna cut inside these lines. And that way, this is some thick cardboard. This almost seems like it might be chipboard actually, but that's a type of cardboard, so we'll be fine. But yeah, it's a bit stiff. Okay. Put that behind it. Like that. Okay. But we also need a hinge. We need a hinge. Oh. I don't know if this will be too thick. I suppose it doesn't have to be cardboard, but cardboard would make it a little bit better. I'm gonna do that, that. Pick your poison. You know what? Maybe this end shouldn't be there. And then this would be the hinge. Where do we want this to go? Should it hinge from this side? We could have it. We gotta cover this. Let's cover it with this. Alrighty. You're probably thinking to yourself, how complicated can this get? Why is she making it so complicated? It doesn't have to be this complicated. And you're probably right, but I need it to fit in to this spooky storyline that we're creating this month. So it's gotta fit in. Okay. All right. Let's just put some glue on here. All right. All right, that's pretty good. It's not bad. It's a little bit tall right there. Can we maybe ink it to get it to disappear? Let's see. See if we can ink it to get it to disappear. Yeah, we can. All right, that's much better. All right. That for sure is better. Okay. Let's put that back on there. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to do it over here? Do we want it up here? Do we want it in the middle? Do we want it? I don't think we want it down there. I don't want to cover. I think we do it here. I think it should go there. Let's get this up here. Okay, I did this with this last time, and it seemed to work out okay, so let's try it again. All right. Pick your poison. Did we put glue over it too? to get it to blend in better. Let's see. To kind of seal it on there. All right. We'll see what that looks like when it dries. We need to put glue on here. On this hinge. And let's put this hinge right here. What do we think? Kind of love it. Do we still need the... I don't think we do. Do you think we still need it? I think... Do I have... What if we just... I don't know. I'm trying to think if I want to use this one here or not. I mean, like, on one way I kind of like it, but it's not really thick enough. So I would have to double it up, which I'm not really thrilled about that. We could just cut. But we also could just make a spider web. I mean, it's not that hard to draw a spider web. I think this one's so pretty and glittery. Maybe we just need to use a piece of it. Like that. What do we think? I kind of like that. Let's just glue that there. Oh, come on. I don't want you squirting out crazy. Just need a little bit. Just enough to get this to stick. got glue all over my hands. Okay, it should work. Let's put these in that. Okay. Here. Tear that off. Okay. We didn't end up using those. So stick those in there. Let's see if we are good to go. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. What a mess. All right, let's write on the back of one of these cards. Okay, collage. We collaged the Starfish. Firewood stack. What's the color? Which we did. The wood background. Oh, knot. We still haven't done knot. We need to do knot. Okay, we will do knot. How are we going to do knot? Cardboard we used for the back of the sign. And the action. Oh, wait. So was the make collage? That was the make, not the action. Make. This was the action. It was not. And then the ink was Starfish. Okay. What if... How are we going to do not? Put a little bow with a knot in it here or something. I don't know, that's gonna look out of place. Maybe this is a starfish necklace. Maybe we put a hole in it and put let's do that. And put a knot through it. Let's do it up here. Well, no, that's the part we had sticking down. Let's do it right here. All right, let me get a piece of string. Let's see if we can find something in here. Oh yeah, we got this. Let's use this, a piece of this. There's the end. Let's just use a piece of this. All right. This is my bits and bob, like just ends jar for if I need something. Okay. Let's thread that through. Okay. Whoop. Turn around here. Okay. We need to put a knot in this. Do. There's that. Gloomy days really get me like, ugh. All right, we've got a knot in it. We'll let it hang down. And that will be a starfish necklace. Ta-da. I know, a little far-fetched, but hey. We got it. We did it. We did it. All right. Let's go through them. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this under an hour. Okay. Knot. We put a knot in this for the starfish necklace. Okay. That was the action. The element was cardboard. We put cardboard on the back of this to give it some stability. The color was firewood stack. We used the... Why is this sticky? We used the wooden grained paper. And collage, we collaged the background of the starfish. And then starfish was the ink for today, for Inktober. Remember, if you're going to play along, please use the hashtag DearPromptHPC or use the hashtag Inktober if you're going to participate in Inktober. And even if you're not, go check them out. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And remember that crafting is cheaper than therapy, and we get to make really cool friends and really cool stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Ta-ta!